I think that this program, it's incredibly pioneering, and what it's really showcasing is the importance of coming together. We all know we can't solve these problems on our own, and it requires looking out and breaking down boundaries of not just looking if you're in a company and saying, my interests are just this company, or if I'm an NGO, I'm just looking at this, or if I'm a government leader, I'm just interested about these interests. I think what the world desperately needs is people who look across the whole piece and go, I am a leader, I'm a person for the whole of the planet. It's not my nation, my region, my company, it's everyone. And I think that this program is providing an opportunity to have that mindset and to break down those boundaries and collaborate towards a better future. And I think that's why I feel incredibly proud to be part of this program. So my name is Mac. I am one of the directors of Bridge, and I've been working in the field of leadership and helping organizations be a stronger force for good in the world for around 12 years. I'm based in Singapore, and I've been working on issues such as water security, education, reconciliation, and any program that really helps the world become a fairer, safer, and more joyous place. And that's just a little bit about me. Well, I look at the Sustainable Development Goals. So the Sustainable Development Goals have been created by the UN from 2015 to 2030, and they set out a whole series of goals about how the world will become a more healthy planet and healthy human population. And out of the 17, there are some that are going really well, and then some where the needle is not moving fast enough. And I think healthy humans, and healthy, responsible consumption of food is one of the needles where I think we are not moving the needle fast enough. And when we started the conversation, I realized this was an opportunity to make a huge difference to the health of people and to make the planet healthier. And that's one of my motivation to being part of this and why I feel so privileged. Well, I think right now, when you look at the big picture of the system of food, you get different estimates about how much CO2 the food system emits, but lower estimates are around 25%. I've seen estimates of up to 48%, depending on how you measure it. And I think we're all concluding that we need to reduce fundamentally the CO2 in the atmosphere, and extremely quickly. We often talk about the 1.5 degrees C increase of temperature that we know that we believe we can sustain. And if we're going to do that, we have to start acting extremely quickly. So I think that's one thing that the food industry has got to look extremely hard about reducing CO2 very, very quickly. And there are huge amounts of quite straightforward, not easy, opportunities to do that, which I think this program is looking at. I think the second is obviously water. 70% of the world's water, clean water, goes into agriculture and irrigation. And again, as the population is increasing right now, we need to look at how do we really protect water. So those are some of the big systemic issues I think that we are needing to look at together. And a lot of people often look at these issues and think, well, the governments should be responsible for this. But the truth is that business has much more power than governments. And if business leads this and leads the charge in collaboration with governments and civil society, I think that is a very powerful way of making positive change. More than 800 million people who are hungry in the world. And this is an entirely man-made concept. We designed this. There's absolutely no reason why anyone should go to bed hungry, whether it's in America, Europe, Asia Pacific, South America, or Africa. It is a purely man-made concept. And I think all of us really need to face into what is our part in making that happen. I think on the obesity and overweight, I think a lot of people don't know what to do, And I think we can really help that. And I think the second is we are so challenged in today's world of our time, of, if you're trying to bring up a family, you're trying to meet all your bills, and you're trying to be a good parent. It's just really hard right now to be able to go out, source healthy food, prepare it and cook it for your children. And I think that we can create solutions that make really healthy food affordable and possible. And I think that's a really exciting opportunity. And when I look at the amount of water and CO2 that you as an individual can save in 1 year by really looking at what you eat throughout the week, I think is incredibly exciting. And again, I think most people in the world have no idea of the implication of the choices of the food that they eat right now, and the easy choices they can make to make it a much less impact on the world. So I think that if there was one thing that I'm excited about on an individual level, is awakening people's possibility to how they can change their behaviors easily, that will make them feel more energized, more healthy, more happy, and on the environmental side, fundamentally reduce the amount of water they consume and the CO2 that their behaviors emit into the planet. I think that this program, it's incredibly pioneering, and what it's really showcasing is the importance of coming together. We all know we can't solve these problems on our own, and it requires looking out and breaking down boundaries of not just looking if you're in a company and saying, my interests are just this company, or if I'm an NGO, I'm just looking at this, or if I'm a government leader, I'm just interested about these interests. I think what the world desperately needs is people who look across the whole piece and go, I am a leader, I'm a person for the whole of the planet. It's not my nation, my region, my company, it's everyone. And I think that this program is providing an opportunity to have that mindset and to break down those boundaries and collaborate towards a better future. And I think that's why I feel incredibly proud to be part of this program.